everyone and welcome back to my channel. I've been thinking a lot about how this vlog is gonna be and what format it's gonna have, and I'm saying this because in this trip I had a lot of mixed feelings. It wasn't something good or bad, it was all about me and the way I assimilated the thing. So remember, this is my experience, although I try not to be subjective and I want to present everything as objective as possible. You still see this place through my eyes, so keep on watching because it's going to be an interesting one. As the title says, we had a day trip to James Bond Island from Phuket, and we had included in the itinerary few more places. First place visited was Suan Kuha cave. We arrived at the first stop of our trip and we just stopped around here. They gave us this, I don't know if you can see, something to cover our legs and shoulders. I have my shoulders already covered because when you go into the temple, which is inside of a cave, this one around here, you have to be covered. You have to cover your shoulders and your legs. First thing that you notice is this massive tree. You can tell how big it is comparing with the people from the back. Yeah. And then one more. There's some traditional buildings, and here is this dog, and here is another temple which is closed. We can't visit. Lots of poor dogs, stray dogs here. Yeah. And now we're gonna go into the temple, which is inside of a cave, and we have some monkeys around here as well. People bought some food to feed them. I don't see any monkey right now. There's something over there as well. There are some stairs. We're gonna go there in a minute. And I guess there is a second level. We have to take off our shoes before going up. Now we go to the next level of the cave. We are at the last level. There's nothing actually here, maybe just the view from the back. Visiting a temple that is inside of a cave is definitely a new experience for me, and I found this place very interesting. The temple is set on 3 levels with 2 big chambers. At the last level, as you've already seen, there's nothing interesting, and coming back down those stairs can be tricky. After visiting the temple, we went outside and looked for the monkeys. For me, feeding them was another new experience. Although they are very cute and loved that I had the chance to see them in their natural habitat, we've been very cautious as they are also dangerous, and most travel insurances don't cover monkey bites. There are lots of monkeys around here. It's when you go out of the cave temple, on the left hand side of on the left hand side of the entrance, you'll find them. Like, people throw a lot of food for them, so
They're not really hungry. I'm not problem. They have bags with food for pigeons and monkeys.
Next stop of our day was in a dock where we boarded the long-tail boat that took us to the next destination of the trip. I think it was a private dock as we had to pass through a market completely set up for tourists and through some areas that didn't look public areas either. So moving forward, we enjoy some beautiful views on the water in our way to Panyee village. We had a lot of time on this artificial island, in my opinion, a lot. I mean, a lot much more than we needed, and I'm going to be honest here and tell you that were lots of things that I personally didn't like in this place. Although I'm always open to see new places and discover new cultures, sometimes I'm discovering myself as well, and I know what kind of places I don't want to see ever in my life. First thing that hit me when we arrived here was the incredible smell that wasn't nice at all. This wasn't a problem after all, we are just visitors, we are not living there. The issue was that they served us the lunch on this island. In my opinion, this is not a place where to give food to the tourists, although in the restaurant you can't feel the bad smell. I still had it in my head. Although I tried to put some food in my plate, I couldn't eat anything.
Look at this structure, how it looks. But they have something irony nearby for this one. Now we are going to have lunch. It's included in the price of the ticket. So far we haven't seen more than shops, but apparently there's an area, there are more areas, not just shopping areas. I'm gonna have lunch and then move forward to different places. They have lots of these kind of birds. I don't know why they keeping them here.
We asked our guide about the birds and she told us they use them in fight competitions. Panyee village was built 200 years ago by 3 Muslim Malaysian families. Nowadays in this village live around 1,600 people, all descending from those 3 families. In the past, the main source of survival was fishing, but nowadays the main source of income is tourism. This village is so set up for tourists that 90% of it is with shops. I know that in this video doesn't seem like this, but trust me, it is, but I didn't film that part as I found it not interesting. It was basically the same shop but in lots of places. With other words, all the shops were selling the exact same things. If I were to change something about this trip, I would change the time spent on this island, and also I wouldn't serve any food here. I think 30 minutes would be more than enough to spend in Panyee village.
many birds. I don't know. I want to release them all. Look this one. See, even a bigger cage.
After this place literally drained all the energy inside me, we move forward to a new activity that cheered me up a little bit, the kayaking tour. It was very interesting seeing all those coves, and we had a really great time.
We've been living in sin so long, all the fields are gone. Fella stopped me on the street last night, said everything's alright. Roller coaster, make it through the day upright. It seems your meal ticket is gone, but life goes on. I could never imagine something better. Yeah, right. Now you're cooking on high heat in the middle of the street. Roller coaster, take me to a better time. Let's go! All sing your high line with the roller coaster of life. Yeah. It's time to all choose your timeline on the roller coaster of life. You seem to easily forget how to place your bet.
Now we are looking for a place from where to take some photos and not to be too many people around. Probably from the water, I think. Not very sure. We'll see. Of course, as expected, it's very crowded. And we're going first on this stairs and then we see what we can manage to see, what else we can manage to see on this island, because there are two islands actually. There is a better view from this side. There's one more beach here. It looks like everyone stopped at the viewpoint to take some photos. And here it's not that crowded. The beach partially covered by this rock here. As you can see, the water is not that clear, and maybe it's clean, but it's not that clear. This is the viewpoint from the highest point, and there's one more over there and one on the beach. So there are three viewpoints here on the island. I don't think this one is the best. Probably the one from over there. This was our tour at James Bond Island. Unfortunately, the island is not very big, so you finish like to have a walk on it and not stop for photos. I think you have enough 10 minutes or maybe 15 minutes. Though it's not a big island, I think it deserves to be visited, especially because that rock that it looks turned upside down is, for me at least, is the iconic image for Thailand. So if you come to Phuket, and not only Phuket, if you come to Thailand, you definitely have to check it out if you have the time. For me, it was definitely a must-see, and I don't regret doing this tour, especially because we had also a great time with the kayaks. Not that much in that village, but because I felt it like it was too set up for tourists with too many shops. But other than that, everything was okay, and I really recommend this tour. And this being said, thank you very much for watching, and I see you guys with the next adventure.